Well, we won't bother you guys too much more, but if you guys want to sit down at any point, you know, these will be here. We'll be here. We'll be here for a little bit. After a couple more beers. Yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna see how it goes. It's a little chilly.
This is our portable heat. We are outside in Wisconsin on February 22nd. Is that today?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's still cold. What is it, like probably 40?
No, it's colder than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's been so cold recently. For those of you that are not from the frigid north, it's today, you check the temperature, 39?
It's actually 39.
39.
Yeah.
It feels like a warm. This is
32.
Like,
That's what this says.
Oh, 32.
This
well,
is
like
sponsored by Dark Sky.
Dark Sky is good.
Dark Sky is legit.
But yeah, this is like, we walked outside today and we were like, this is one of the nicest days.
Yeah.
It's the nicest day we've had since like November probably.
Mm-hmm. Especially because we have tried to record the podcast maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
That might be generous. 2 or 3 times. And every time we've tried to record, there has been a snowstorm in Milwaukee.
Yeah, literal like 12-inch plus.
Yeah.
They're eyeing us.
Hey.
You guys want to be on our podcast? Think it over.
Yeah. But today it's been really nice, and we came to Lakefront to try to do a little stuff inside, but it's pretty slammed. We're at Lakefront Brewery, by the way.
Yeah, this is the Ope Sorry podcast. I'm Pat.
Oh, and I'm Jake.
And yeah, we're at Lakefront Brewery, just scoping out. We tried to sit inside, but it's crazy today. They got a Bucks game. Bucks play the Sixers tonight.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Bucks in 6. And I don't know. We got here probably 2 hours ago, and the game's at 7:30, so that's like 5 or 6 hours before the game, and it's already just.
We've been here for 2 hours.
I think so.
Oh yeah, we got here at 2.
Well, maybe a little less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
But
wow.
I was expecting there to be a good crowd, but like I was like, we'll get a table.
Oh no way!
Not even close. We couldn't get a table. We could barely get 2 seats just to sit next to each other.
Yeah, it's slammed.
Yeah, but you know we're sitting outside. We're sitting on the patio. This is the Milwaukee River right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely frozen.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few people out here considering the temperature, but we're not facing them so that they can see this beautiful sign in the front that says "Be on our podcast."
This sign is like facing the majority of the lakefront patio.
Yeah,
and we're getting a couple looks, but you know people are gonna work their courage up to coming over here. I think,
work the liquid courage up.
Yeah, or we'll just heckle them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that guy.
Is
that a hat?
Yeah, that guy was he was eyeing us, and I can't tell if they can hear us or not, but that guy and his girlfriend, they're all cuddly. They're smoking a cig, but they're with a group of friends. So if it were just them,
an electronic cig.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh hell yeah! But they'll work their way over here.
Yeah. For
sure. They want to be on it.
We got also a couple people passing, but
Yeah.
they don't see the sign until they've already passed, which is unfortunate.
So we should see them. They're all looking back.
I'll look this way.
Okay.
And you look this way.
But make sure.
And then
when they walk past, they're gonna see it, and they're like looking back like this. So when they do that, be like, "That's right, sit down." We should open these up. What?
I was gonna say, sit down, bitch.
Yeah, that's what you should say.
Okay.
If they are that, not well, that might.
Anybody can be a bitch these days.
I know, but I'm saying, man or woman, if they look like a bitch, like.
Oh, then we probably don't want them on the podcast. We don't want mean people.
And
no
what
do
we?
No meanies.
What do we? Yeah, when we say bitch, we're just talking about like people that are generally rude.
Well, what about a bad bitch?
Shit.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I would love to have a couple of bad bitches on this podcast. But I don't know. I got to say, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many bad bitches are hanging out at Lakefront Brewery.
Yeah, valid.
No offense to Lakefront. Thanks for letting us set up here. I don't think you know that we're here yet.
Yep. Surprise.
But
if you're watching,
you'll see us, and you probably won't kick us out. I talked to Ian. Hey, Ian. Ian works here. Ian Gunther, great guy. And he was like, yeah, talk to our events managers, and they'll probably be cool with it. So I emailed those guys, and I think they were probably cool with it. They didn't respond. I don't know if they saw the email.
Maybe.
But that probably means they're
no
cool
response is a yes.
Uh-huh.
Also, very cold, and I've been out here for a while, so I'm wiping my nose.
Are these guys coming over? You guys want to be on our podcast? Oh,
awesome.
Right. Have
Hell
a
yeah.
seat. First bite of the day. All right. So we got, you can have a seat there and there.
Yeah.
So you can just put on, here you go, you can grab this microphone and put on these headphones. So, you want to?
It's relatively new. This is our second recording. We're trying to get a little bit of a backlog of recording so that if we maybe miss a session, we have some material. But the idea is that we'll go around Milwaukee and we'll just talk to strangers and do it. There's a podcast called Podcast But Outside where they just talk to people in their neighborhood, and it's in LA. And we thought it would be cool to do it in Milwaukee. So
you guys good on the mics? Can you check the mics and see if they work?
How's it work?
Check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Turn you guys up.
Sound great.
Yeah, you guys got great voices. You guys aesthetically are like matching and everything. Got a good look.
Yeah, we're a good pair.
Yeah, nice. So, what are your guys' names?
Jacob.
Francesca.
Jacob and
I am
Francesca.
also a Jacob.
Nice. Oh, rad. I'm also a Francesca. No.
We're in good company.
So, what are you guys up to? Are you guys a couple then?
We are.
Okay. And you guys are doing what at Lakefront today?
Well, we're day tripping from Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Yeah. So, what's your day look like so far? What have you guys done today?
There's been a lot of beer.
Yeah, that
but
is
we don't really want to
Milwaukee.
be known for that, do we? So we
Brew
saw
City.
Art.
Art
has been. You have to have this a little closer so they can get the full.
Did you go to the art museum?
She's a veteran of podcasts.
No,
yeah?
no, not a podcast. So.
Of radio?
I've been on the radio.
She
before.
has been on the radio.
I've been on
Wow.
the radio before.
What is there's you guys are alluding to so much. Just like,
All these-
We saw
These
art.
side glances.
We were on the
We saw
radio.
art.
So I guess we'll start. Let's start with art.
There's
What kind of
much
art
to
did you guys
talk
see?
about today. We're just going to take up the rest of your time.
That's
here.
fine.
That's great. Honestly, please do, because I don't know if anybody else is going to talk to us.
Yeah.
We'll see. So where do you guys go to the art museum? Public art museum? Or just
You know, we didn't. What's the art museum that looks like a sail? And
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Milwaukee Art Museum.
the
Yeah.
Milwaukee Art Museum. So we just decided we'd go to the art museum,
Mm-hmm.
and we made it the Overlook. And we
Uh-huh.
never really made it inside
The,
the
well,
art museum.
the
So
Army
we
Monument,
went to
which
the
I
Army-
thought was part of the art museum.
Yeah.
And wasn't.
I think just looking at the art museum is enough because it's a beautiful building, and that's art.
Yeah, exactly.
But we
So-
had stayed in the art hotel, the new one. The
Oh, St. Kate's.
St. Kate's.
St. Kate's.
Yeah. How was that?
Named after St. Catherine, the patron saint of the arts.
Yeah.
And there's an amazing exhibition there, which you can just see in the lobby, which is of modern technology that has been overgrown with vegetation as if it's been left out, and you're looking at it from a dystopian future.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, so they've intentionally melted, like iPhones and desktops and laptops, or subjected them to water torture or waterboarding or whatever.
Wow.
And so it's supposed to represent how this will look if you were to stumble upon our society in like 200 years.
Oh man, that's terrifying stuff.
It is. It was a nice welcome to Milwaukee.
Welcome to Milwaukee. This is the end of the world. And this is what you got.
Exactly.
That's cool though. I love that place. That place is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you guys did that. I want to hear about the rest of the day, but I also want to hear about I don't know, you've been on the radio?
Oh,
I've
ages
never been on
ago.
the radio.
Yeah, you've never been on the radio?
Oh, have you been on the radio?
No.
Have you been on the radio?
No.
She seems like
I've called in before.
First time caller, long time listener.
That's right.
So what were
Don't
we on?
cut me off.
Oh, it was a class I was taking, so
Oh, cool.
broadcasting class.
That's pretty cool. Was that just like an interest of yours, or?
Yeah, it was. It was something interesting to get involved in music and
Get a couple credits.
get a couple credits.
Are either of you musically inclined?
Absolutely not. I love to listen to music, but I cannot play.
I'm going to arrogantly say yes.
Oh, say it. Be
However-
arrogant. This is you guys are the stars of this podcast right now. You
Yeah.
guys are our guest stars, so
Yeah. However, I may have had to deal with some neighbor complaints. I may have had some dogs bark when I hit certain notes. Aside from that, I'm a renegade.
What do you play?
I sing. I get
Oh,
in the
nice.
mood. I have Irish blood, and I sing when there's music and there's alcohol involved.
Oh, I love that. Are you in like a band or anything, or just sing socially and just Irish drinking
No, I
songs?
subject strangers to my singing.
Oh, I love that. We gotta hear a little bit of that. I think at some point. Are you guys enough drinks in to like get a little song going?
Oh,
Lay it on me, baby.
Ooh, I like this. We should just leave.
Yeah, you guys can have all the mics.
the Jacob and Francesca show, brought to you by.
Honestly, it
Brought
sounds
to you
good.
by.
Well, I'll
I
get
don't want
inspired.
Brought to you by
I'll have to
Lakefront Brewery.
just when the conversation gets flowing a little bit better, I will interrupt.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Good
Yeah.
little background music going. Did you like grow up singing, or is it just like something you have always liked doing, or?
No, when radio, you memorize music as you're growing up,
Mhm.
and then when you feel it, you deal it.
Yeah,
you know?
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Irish blood. Have you guys been? There's a couple of really good Irish places in Milwaukee.
There's a cluster.
Yeah, I was
saw.
gonna suggest
Right on
County
the-
Clare.
Oh, we
Yeah.
drove by there.
That's the
Yeah.
one on. Is it Yankee Hill?
Yes.
Yeah, it's over
And-
by
Yeah,
Yankee
we
Hill.
were driving back from the art museum or
Mhm.
institute back
Mhm.
to downtown, and I was like, "Look at that place! Looks great."
Yeah, it's
County
great.
Clare.
That place is fantastic.
Because I misspelled Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got really good live Irish music. I think on Fridays
On
and
Friday
Saturdays.
nights.
And they just have people come in and they'll just I don't know. they
Yeah, I
have,
think
like their
the coolest part about it is it's a trickle. So you'll get
Mhm.
like maybe a guitarist and a singer, and then like someone will bring in a fiddle, and then a drummer, and it grows,
Uh-huh.
and they just take over the entire bar. It's great.
yeah. So that's something to check out. Also, the food it's like all authentic Irish food and it's
Horrible.
Spoken like a man that's
yeah.
been to Ireland.
And it-
Yeah.
That's
well,
why you drink.
So maybe it's not that authentic because the food is really good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
Yeah. I must have picked up flavor along the way.
yeah, they imported that from somewhere else. So, but the cluster you saw was probably those bars that are over there. It was like Harp and Trinity. And
Yeah,
a couple, those
Trinity,
are pretty
Precisely.
right on the water.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was across from like the old world 3rd Street or 3rd Ave.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
right.
drag. And then we crossed the river, and I was like, "That's an Irish pub." There's a second, and then there's one behind that. I was like, "What is going on here?" Like
Yeah.
they've segregated us. They've moved us.
Yeah, this is the
You
Irish-
stay on the other side of the river.
Yeah, this is the Irish neighborhood.
We're gonna have fun over here. You guys, if you have to.
Yeah, when they talk about segregation in Milwaukee, they're talking about those 3 Irish bars. So you guys are in town for the weekend? Heading back?
Yeah, heading back to Chicago, and but it's been great. I mean, we went to the Pabst Tap Room,
Oh yeah.
or the former Pabst Tap Room.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
We busted into some banquet hall because I saw a picture online that looked really nice. It's what was that? It's
the Mackey building.
is that what it? 225 Michigan, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a barber shop downstairs and a bar, like an
Oh,
old
it's
time
Swinging
Swing-
door.
yeah.
Swinging door, yeah.
That
Oh,
place is
yeah,
great.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, that place is
But
really
then at
great.
banquet hall, so we snuck in. It was closed, and you can just the doors are open. Everybody listening,
Oh wow.
you can just walk in, and it's phenomenal looking.
Wow. That's,
Awesome.
did not know that, and I've lived here. You guys are better Milwaukeeans than we are. Oh man. So,
What does Milwaukee mean?
you know this. I know this also.
The Good Land.
The
That's
Good
right.
Land.
Good Land,
We
the
saw
shirt
the
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
T-shirts don't lie.
People love them. Yeah. It is the good land, I would say. Have you guys lived in Chicago for a long time?
No, we're actually visiting Chicago. And
Oh.
from Chicago, although it's lovely, we're like, what else can we do?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is within striking
That's
distance.
actually a lot of times, publications will write articles about Milwaukee, or about Chicago. They'll say like the top best things to do in Chicago, and one of them will be just go to Milwaukee.
Go to Milwaukee.
Yeah, honestly.
a footnote in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
write-up of Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Well, then where are you guys from?
Philadelphia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The
are you going to the Bucks
hesitation-
game?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
The hesitation, I fully believe that you're from Philadelphia, but the hesitation.
But there's a couple of by way of.
Yeah,
but-
Okay,
but
that
I
makes
just
sense, 'cause
wondered
he
where
was-
how far back he
I
was
was
going
like,
to go.
immediately I was like, these people are criminals. Like, on the run for life. Where are you guys from? I was like, Philadelphia. No, but so You're not like I think a lot of people we're both kind of like that.
Yeah.
So
You
Yeah.
just
It's a train-
move a lot.
it's the zeitgeist, right? Everyone's a transplant.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's like if you can tell, I like to talk. So how far back that question goes? How long you got?
Hey, we got all day because I can tell you have some kind of accent, but I can't really place it. So I can't
Yeah,
tell.
a bit of a mishmash, Northeast, Midwest.
Yeah. Very nice. So how long have you guys been together?
I defer to her.
What if I get this wrong?
You can get it wrong. It's all right.
Yeah, we're not gonna fact check
That's
it.
all right. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You won't get canceled. Don't worry.
Long enough and short enough to subject ourselves to a podcast interview.
Hey,
Off the
that's
cuff.
what all relationships get to that point where you go on a
Like,
podcast.
what,
Yeah.
Right?
What can we do today?
It's
You
the
know.
next
What's
step.
something new that we can do
Yeah.
today?
Every podcast.
It's a pivot point. You're either running to or from cast or from a podcast.
Yeah, everybody says, should you go on a podcast on the third date is usually the right one.
Well, to be honest, like
right?
we were just over there and we heard somebody else mention a podcast, and my back was to you,
Hmm.
and I was like,
And
hey,
I was
there's a podcast
I
over
was
there.
trying to ignore you the
Yeah.
entire time you were saying because
And
I
so-
knew
and so
as soon as
that
Jacob saw
group-
this, we'd
that
be
group
over
is,
it.
is a very seditious group. You should not trust them if they do ever make their way over here because
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been talking about you for some time. And I'm like, there's a podcast here.
I knew it.
We're going over.
I knew it. I saw they
We
were
could see
looking
the
over
chatter.
here. I saw they were looking over here, but I was like, they're gonna come over here at some point. But also, I was like, I don't think they like us personally. But also, we're like two white guys doing a podcast, so like, I agree a little bit.
Yeah.
So how long
By a
have
frozen
you
river.
How long have you guys been together?
Like 4 years.
Almost 3.5.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to launch into this?
I don't know. I think that like we both want to do artistic things, but we have like normal, boring jobs, and this is an outlet for that. And
Yeah.
we wanted to get to know people in Milwaukee and kind of show it off. So I think those are our hopes for like doing this podcast, to highlight nice things in Milwaukee and highlight nice people that are either visiting or live here.
Yeah. this
How,
is-
how long have you been here?
I moved here in 2016, so I've been here for now it's almost 4 years. Yeah, and you've been here longer than I have.
Maybe a year longer than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From where?
I'm from Atlanta.
And I'm from 2 hours north. So I'm a
2 hours
Wisconsin
is-
boy.
Yeah, 2 hours north would be
Appleton?
Still Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Wisconsin for a ways.
So how do you deal with how are you dealing with the cold?
It's terrible. It's brutal. It's the worst.
But you've made it through. Like
You're not wearing
years.
gloves.
4 years.
Well,
is long.
I
Today's warm,
think
right?
the last
People are
2
walking
months-
without
The
jackets.
last 2 months have gotten me used to. I mean, my hands are freezing. I will not lie to you. I wish I had gloves, but we're gonna be
Well,
all right. So
I'd share, but I don't.
no, please, it's
Here.
okay.
Maybe a whole O.J. Simpson moment. We wouldn't want to have.
No, I don't want.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna wear
Glove don't fit.
Yeah,
Alright, fine.
that's hey.
Actually, they're kind of
No.
small.
That's all right, but yeah. So it's been pretty good.
How did your paths cross? What kind of?
kind of arbitrarily?
Yeah.
He had been here. I tried to meet a bunch of people when I moved here, and met through a friend of a friend. Didn't really hang out. And then as time went on,
Mhm.
we played soccer together and a couple different things. And
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite things about Milwaukee. There's a really good pickup soccer group, and it's just a really great community.
people are just very friendly, and you just go and everybody kind of hangs out. Sometimes we'll get drinks after and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's a good time.
Mhm.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, that's what we were noticing too. Everyone is just so embraces you and invites you in.
Yeah,
and
people are crazy friendly.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I got,
it's a little unsettling at first, right?
It is.
I
It
got
really is.
I got breakfast with my girlfriend this morning, and when we were crossing the street, we were crossing the street with some guy, and he was like, we didn't say a word to him, but he was like, "Hey, have a nice day," and we're like, "You too."
Yeah. In some cities, like in Philly, if somebody does that, you're like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the hell? You're like, what are
They
you trying
following
to
us?
do? Yeah, what are you trying to pull? Yeah.
You want a hoagie out of this? No, not having it.
Listen, man, I've got nothing for you. All right, piss off. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because you're just more cognizant of the space. So I'm watching the GPS and I'm like, oh, the turn's coming up,
Mhm.
like it's imminent, and it's not like for another half mile.
Yeah, right.
There's a spatial disparity, but also the train tracks or the streetcars, there's trolley
yeah.
tracks
Right
around
downtown.
but I haven't seen a
I
trolley.
haven't seen a
the
trolley
whole
yet.
day.
We're
Yeah.
driving
Are
around.
they not on
across
the
the
weekends or?
They're going. I don't know.
They usually go. I heard that a snowplow hit the track and
Oh,
it
really?
derailed, so maybe it shut it
Mm.
down for a while.
Could be. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's big news in Milwaukee. I can't believe you didn't.
If it was
I can't
big
believe
news,
you
I would
did
have
that.
known about it.
So what you do is you record another episode talking about the incident, and you know,
Yeah.
predate it.
Yeah, we'll cut this out,
Yeah.
and we'll replace my words with like, "Oh, I know all about this. This is such a huge event." Yeah.
We've been thinking about doing an episode on the trolley.
We have?
Like
I was
riding
thinking
on
about
the
it.
trolley
That would
and
be good,
interviewing
right?
people
That
who
would be
are
great.
getting
Actually,
on the
yeah.
trolley.
Oh, I thought you meant about
About
on
the
the
trolley?
You don't
but
have a
you
big
meant
setup. You
literally-
could do it totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, we could just sit.
This is tiny.
I don't think anybody would, care, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't. I don't know if we were just talking about. We don't know if they'll kick us out of here. I don't think they will. Like,
Yeah, I was waiting to see the,
Where's your permit?
we do not have a permit.
promoted
Nope.
by or.
Nope. No sponsorships. But Lakefront's great.
Yeah, we do really like Lakefront. So
I was
It
gonna
is
say.
good.
Like,
Oh, are you videoing this?
we are, but it might have
Yeah,
cut
but-
out because
Yeah, we don't. The camera's not a big part of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And you guys look very nice.
Well, don't-
already, so.
well, still don't broadcast it without permission.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
So don't. We have talked to Lakefront a little bit, but they're like they haven't gotten back to us.
I meant us.
Oh, yeah.
well, yeah. We'll get a signed consent.
But a
form.
streetcar, like if you were to do that, people on the fly going to work or whatever, quick like sound bites or something, that'd be
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I actually that would be super fun. I
Yeah, you
hope
get, you
we're-
get the whole backdrop of the city and
Yeah.
the kinetic activity of like people going to work or
Mhm.
Yeah,
or
that'd be
just-
great. We could just do it at like 7 a.m.
Oh, I would actually love that. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, you could really disturb someone's day. Like they're
Oh.
just sloggy on the
Yeah.
way to work, going, "I hate the world."
Yeah.
You
Honestly,
could perk them up.
yeah. To work or from work, either way, people are they're like zoned out.
Yeah,
That could be
perfect
good.
time to just. Well,
Yeah.
you could get some interesting answers, I think, if you had a series of pop questions at that hour.
Yeah. No, I agree. It is interesting. Like once you put on, the headset and you have the microphone, like people are like, they're so much more willing to talk to you. Like if we were all just hanging out here, we probably wouldn't all be talking.
No.
That's part of the reason why we want to do it, because
Mm-hmm.
you just talk to strangers and have,
Well, if you were sitting next to us upstairs and you had something interesting to say going on, I got those kind of ears where I would listen
Yeah.
and I would find a perfect point to interject.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
'Cause
So
I'm- 'cause-
Yeah.
you're a conversationalist. You're somebody that would will talk to.
well, if you're
strangers like
you're
that.
boring, then no. But like,
Well, right. But
I think everybody pretends like they don't listen, but of course you listen and you kind
Mhm.
of get a sense of what's going on. Like I had a great comment today. Oh my God! So like we went to brunch somewhere
Mhm.
in what's the neighborhood name? Walker's
floor.
Point,
Walker's
Oh,
Point. Love it.
nice.
Where'd you guys go?
the firehouse.
Yes.
Oh, I love that
that's
place.
the best
It's
place.
it's amazing.
So good. We go
Yeah.
there, like,
Because
So
I just
good.
googled. It's like we're going to Milwaukee for the day. Like what's
yeah,
good?
Gotta see the best places, right?
A Thrillist list or something. I'm like, what's the top
Yeah.
3? I'm like, well, this sounds awesome. A fireplace. Anyway,
So
we go,
good.
long story short, we go in there and one of the guys behind the bar is talking to a waitress and they're having a chat, which they don't think is for public consumption, but I
He is like tuned
He's
in.
eavesdropping.
and she has this great line. She says, I don't know the context in which this arrived in, but she's like, facial hair is the makeup for men. And I'm like, she's absolutely effing right.
Wow, that's
And I'm
that's so
stealing
great.
That's
and now I'm passing it on to you.
that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's going to catch fire.
Honestly,
Wow.
that is very accurate, because I mean,
Absolutely.
especially like in the last 10 years, like I was in a meeting the other day and I was looking at all the people that had facial hair, and it's like there's like one guy that doesn't.
Now it's a statement.
yeah.
There used to be a sort of, I don't know, like a dogmatism to it, but now
Yeah.
you're actually making a statement. It's just like a piece of wardrobe.
Yeah.
This young lady's very bright.
Yeah, she's going places.
She's awesome.
Man, are you usually clean shaven, or you grow it out?
I
Or
have
is this-
I am one of those guys, when I shave, like 5 minutes later it looks like I haven't shaved for days,
Oh yeah.
and it stays like that. And then after 10 days it looks like I've been out in the wilderness. There's no middle ground. It's like clean shaven or full beard. And in between is like 10 days of just grungy looking. So I shaved yesterday.
I
got
wish
some
I
good
had that.
Good stuff going. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is probably like a week, maybe more. I don't know. I don't really keep track. I'm just too lazy to shave.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
such
It's
such
a
an effort.
hassle.
It
Every
really
day?
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the difference between makeup and shaving. Shaving is a result of being lazy. Makeup, obviously, you gotta
Yeah.
put that on every day.
Very true.
Not
Very
as
true.
not as bright of an observation as the original one. As soon as I stopped, as soon as
I wouldn't have listened to that.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Don't do that again." That wasn't worth. Was that worth saying? No, probably not. So, what do you guys have for the rest of the day? You guys have. I mean, you have scoped out some places.
We've gone to a couple breweries
Mm-hmm.
because that's how the day usually ends. Lent is coming up. and,
Yeah.
And so, you got to get it in while you can.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing after this? You guys going to another brewery? You guys getting dinner?
Yeah, just going to.
Got a crazy night
I
planned?
know what we're doing.
Oh.
We're going-
Yeah, we're going back to Walker's Point because they have that place that has the
Don's Diner is over there. With
Great
the
place.
boozy
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 milkshakes.
milkshakes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Very
saving
good.
room
What
all
an
day. I
idea!
haven't had
If
lunch.
anybody's listening to this podcast who's not from Milwaukee or hasn't been to Milwaukee, you should come just for
I've
this.
never been to that.
It's very good. It's
Hmm.
it's kind of new, so it's not. What else do they have? They've got some kind of like.
They don't
beer
need anything
cheese
else.
Soup. Or no, they've got boozy milkshakes, and they also have old fashions are a big thing.
In a
Yep,
crock pot.
In a crock
Yes.
pot.
And
Yes,
it's
the
$15.
crock pot. 15.
$15.
Happy
It's
hour. Happy
really
hour.
good. I would
Yes.
highly recommend it. That's pretty much all we do in Milwaukee is
Drink?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I've
most of
noticed
our-
that.
That's most of the culture here.
I've
It's
noticed
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
Wisconsin
Somebody
in
should name the
general.
baseball team after. Oh wait,
Yeah. To the Brewers.
it's like, yeah, baseball. Like sports teams ordinarily have like athletic, kind of sinewy creatures as their mascot, right? Like wolves or whatever. And Milwaukee, we're
Yeah.
the Brewers.
Yeah.
We are a bunch of guys stern,
Stirring, we're
Stir
drinking. We're
mash.
mostly drinking.
and we'll
Little
play
loose
sport when we're done drinking.
Yeah. Win or lose.
Or well.
Yeah. So, you guys are from Philly,
Uh-huh.
but where? We'll start with Francesca. Where are you originally from? Where are you born? We'll say where you're born.
I was born in. Rather not say.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Why? Wait, why not? Is that a sensitive subject? I don't want to be pushy if you don't want to talk about it, but
Yeah, kind of.
okay, that's all right. Were you also sensitive about it, or?
No, Jersey, across the river.
I knew the accent was either New York or Jersey, but I can't. My dad's from New York, but I couldn't like identify it. And it's not. You don't have a super strong accent. It's just certain.
No,
words.
Southern Jersey is very different.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're basically in Delaware. Delaware's got farms, and then 2 miles south, you're in Virginia, and you're in the south. It's a weird part of the country.
Basically. Little Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Philly's a great city, though. Great city.
Yeah, I have a couple friends that live there now, and I only went there for the first time this last fall. We were there in like September for a weekend, and never really knew that much about Philly, but it was awesome. It was such a great weekend. Like they've got so many cool neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's got that old world feel, kind of like New York used to.
Yeah.
It's like New York before all the money.
Yeah, right. It's like I know everybody in New York is just this big. Everybody wants to move to New York from everywhere in the country, right? But Philly, I got the feeling that it was like where everybody moved to, or not everybody moved to, but it's it's close enough to New York, but it's still it has a kind of a small town feel in certain places. Like
Mhm.
there's more. I mean, it's called City of Brotherly Love, right? So I don't know. New York's great also, but it was had a cool feel to it. Big fan.
Yeah, Baltimore's kind of similar too, which is also close by. It's like, you're only like an hour away from Philly, and you got like row houses, like Fells Point, small streets, like neighborhood, tight knit communities. Some crime. You live on the edge a little bit. It's not all completely like whitewashed. So you go out of a night, kind of gamble. How it's gonna end up.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know.
So when you guys go back to Philadelphia, Chicago, what are your takeaways of Milwaukee going to be like? Besides, we covered drinking. Right. But besides drinking, like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it's beautiful in the winter, but I think we want to come back in the summer and explore
yeah.
the lakeside and some of the boating and
Yeah,
be out here on the river where
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
actually more enjoyable to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Warm sunshine.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
we
we saved a
almost-
couple of places to
Yeah,
come
we
back
almost
to see.
didn't come here because I'm like, no, this looks like a place I'd like to see in summer.
Yeah. It is really nice in summer. And there's a couple other places that make it feel like you're not in the Midwest and definitely not in what you would picture as Wisconsin. Like we play beach volleyball,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like, you wouldn't think that you play beach volleyball in Wisconsin.
Beach volleyball is huge in Milwaukee. I don't know what it is. There's a beach. Bradford Beach has like 50 courts. when I moved here, I was like, we drove by and I was like, who the hell is playing volleyball?
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the art scene is really wonderful. I'd just love to come back and see more of the city. I feel like we touched a lot of places, but
Yeah.
we could walk a lot more in the summertime.
I think it would have if you're not in the car, if you were just walking around, I think it would have a different feel. Like it would feel. There's a lot of joggers, though. I have
Yeah.
noticed that.
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
like
that's-
taking in some sights and like, like what was that? You know, like,
I think one of the most interesting things about Milwaukee has been how it kind of looks a little desolate. No one's out. It's very
Yeah.
cold. There's the
Yeah.
ice and the snow, and you go into these warm places where there's a little beer and some great food, and it's alive. It's just
Yeah.
alive with people.
see that? Like she's on point. That's exactly.
That's
yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
It's precisely the point. Other cities that are like have better climates, you kind of feel the city on the street. You can
Yeah.
kind of get the tempo of it. You can't get the tempo of Milwaukee walking down the street or even driving through it. Once you go into a place, it's like, yeah, that street is transformed. That's
Yeah.
a busy street. Oh, but look, there's no one on it. Yeah, but have you opened the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like other cities, the life of the city is spread out. Where here, there's small bubbles of where all of it is, and you just gotta find those little packets.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's fascinating that way. And is it like a lot cheaper than Chicago? Like,
Yeah.
I-
big
yeah.
time, Yeah.
I bet.
Which is that's obviously a big selling point is the price. I mean, you can do so much, and it's a city that's small enough that it has. We've got NBA team, we've got all the different opportunities.
Yeah.
But it's Chicago. Like you're breaking the bank to live
Oh,
in
yeah.
Chicago, but you got a lot going on here too. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's the name of your podcast?
It's called. Yeah, go
You
ahead.
go ahead. No, you do it.
Oh no, I insist.
No, I'll do it. No, you do it. You should do it.
It's called the Ope Sorry
You should do it in
podcast.
sync.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Ope Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. The Ope Sorry podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could
Yeah,
you get
so-
more Midwestern?
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
Yeah. pretty
That's
much.
what we were going for.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Just hit you with my car.
Pretty much, and
Which
but
could
in
be a
Wisconsin,
thing.
if in Wisconsin you get hit by a car, you're like, oh no, don't. Hey, don't worry about it. I was not watching.
was
where
That
I was going."
actually,
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I
Oh
got-
gosh.
Yeah.
somebody hit me on my bike. It was not hard, soft hit, but still they hit me
Yeah,
on my
like,
bike and
who
they were
said
like,
I'm so sorry I hit your bike.
they were like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, are you okay?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, like who? First of all, who gets hit by a car on a bike and is like, don't?
The
hey, they
driver
barely-
is okay.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
they barely tapped me. All right. First, I gotta let you guys know it was my fault.
It was a light hit.
I just hope they didn't have to do anything to their car. I thought they had a little dent there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And the cop comes and says, "We're all right."
Yeah.
All right. Are you all right?
The cop comes to pull up. He's like, "Hey, sorry to bother you guys. I am a police officer.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, just gonna tase you real quick here."
Sorry.
My grandma will make you a nice stew pie afterwards. You'll be fine.
No, but yeah, we've been doing this our second episode, so
Yeah.
you guys are the first guests of our second episode, and well, there were a couple people over here that we were talking to, but they're not official. They didn't sit down. We were trying to,
We're better.
yeah.
Oh,
we were trying to
absolutely.
drag them in. They were like, I don't know if we're ready for that.
We're secretly
It's kind
keeping
of a commitment, to sit down in the chair and put
Oh,
the
yeah.
It is.
headsets on.
It
So-
is. We're never sure if people are going to come and talk to us or not.
Mhm.
So
Well, they should.
Thank you.
that's an endorsement, and we're gonna.
Yeah.
That'll be.
We're gonna use that.
Yeah, that'll be a clip. We'll just cut that out and be like,
They should.
They should.
should they talk to us?
You must.
They should. And that's it. That's the 5-second commercial.
Yeah. Well, best of luck. And this is a nice location too. And if you stake out this spot when it gets warmer, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of
Yeah,
traffic.
keep
right?
calling
Well-
keep calling Lake Street Brewery. Is it
Lakefront.
Lakefront? Is it
Yeah.
keep
Lakefront.
calling it Lakefront Brewery?
It's
Yeah.
riverfront.
It is on the riverfront. It's lakefront, but it's not on the lake.
It's confusing.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Who do we write I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to the management. I think, from from my perspective, to improve your business, we should really have some geographical coherence to your,
Yeah.
to your
Yeah,
name.
say that,
Rename
and
it.
then also say, these guys, sorry, podcast, you should check them
They're
out.
the only thing you got going for you.
There were so many people there, and the podcast was just reeling them in. Everybody just kept getting drinks and spending so much money.
Yeah, it was great advertising for them.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for inviting us over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With your
Thanks for
sign?
stopping by.
Well, appreciate it, guys. Jacob and Francesca. Well, we don't have like a sign-off thing, but thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
enjoy Milwaukee.
Thank
You
you.
can just put that down
Yeah.
anywhere over here. I don't know what you said. What's up, dude?
You need some content to fill, right?
You guys want to be on our podcast?
You want to join?
Oh, come hang out by all means. How's it going?
Hey, Skylar.
Yeah, have a seat. I'm Pat.
Pat, what's up?
All right, so you can just take there, take this guy and the microphone, and then
What line is
this one's for you. That's on. Let me turn you guys up real quick. How's it going, gang?
I'm doing well.
All right, so you're Skylar.
Skylar.
I'm Patrick. What's your name?
I'm Claire.
Claire. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thanks
you.
for being on the podcast. This is the Oops Sorry podcast. So,
Perfect.
yeah. So, my buddy Jake just went inside to go to the bathroom, but basically we're just hanging out and talking to strangers. So,
Love that.
What's
Love that.
what's the give me the short bio of the podcast? What do you
that's
got-
pretty
what
much
do you
it.
guys do? Is it you just sitting outside?
Yeah, we're gonna go around to different places in Milwaukee and kind of just sit outside. We've got me and Jake have 2 mics, and we're gonna have 2 mics for whoever just wants to come up and talk with us. So, kind of about like making friends, being around Milwaukee, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Do you have a catalyst to the conversation? You
no,
kick it off. Anything.
not at all. But what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys up to today?
Well, we are dog sitting this weekend.
Okay.
And so we just took the
Jake.
dog that we
We don't have a dog with us.
No.
This is Jake, by the way. He's
Hi,
my
Jake.
co-host.
Hey, sorry, I was peeing.
That's fine. So yeah, so you guys are dog sitting.
Yep. So we took the dog to Black Cat Alley is having a
yes.
little snow day
Oh,
event.
that's today. We should have gone there. Oh,
Yeah.
There's
Well,
not
we
much
were gonna
snow.
do that.
there's no snow. Yeah, I did say we were gonna record over there, but yeah,
That
no,
would be
well.
a perfect place for this.
How was it? Was it a good time?
It was all right. Yeah. It was one of those Facebook events where you're like, oh, this is potential, and then you
Yeah.
go, and then you're like, oh, this still has potential.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was cute. Like
It
they
was nice.
definitely I don't know. They had music and they had
Ah.
a table with beer. So like those are 2 positives.
Yeah.
That's all you
But
need, really. But
Yeah.
then
That
gotta
was
get
about
people-
it.
you
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
people to come, right? Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, especially if there's no snow and you call it a snow day. And
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
like
it
the
was-
warmest day.
They were hoping for a snowball fight even.
I
and
saw
no-
that they were gonna do that if there was snow. That would have been.
I kind of still did it.
Hey,
I'm
did you guys
joking.
have a little snowball fight, or
Yeah.
did he just like come? pelt you with a
He just
snowball?
pelted me constantly.
Follow the
Bruised
rules.
all over.
How do you guys know each other?
We're dating, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that
Juicy?
congratulations?
Fake-
I don't
yeah,
know.
You did it.
Yeah.
We made it this far.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been dating?
About 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Getting
Okay,
nice.
that is a congratulations.
Sure.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Broke the 3-month rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 months. Once you get past 3 months, it's serious, right?
I don't know.
It's serious.
Yeah, that's when you start holding doors open, right?
Yeah.
After 3 months.
It's all
Don't-
before 3 months,
Yeah.
and then after
No.
you stop.
You know what the rule is.
Don't want to rush it.
If you haven't been dating for 3 months, do not hold the door open. Because you can't.
You gotta test those waters.
yeah, you
Don't
can't
set
give
the
that out.
expectations
Don't look too
too
desperate.
high.
You
Yeah.
can't give that out to anybody. That's all. Are you guys? Do you guys live in Milwaukee?
Yep.
Yeah, on Brady.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
We were kind of searking for a patio, and
Yeah.
we
Found one.
Yeah, we found one
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Well,
Outside.
we're bummed. This is they aren't serving beer out here, but it's nice enough.
Yeah.
It's gonna start getting really chilly.
It is
like
I'm-
right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally as we
I
speak.
feel it.
Yeah.
It's
Put your
warm
gloves back
inside.
on.
Well, my hands are warm now.
Well, they're gonna get cold. My hands are freezing.
Do you want a glove?
No, I'm not gonna.
One.
Just
wear-
one.
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
I know. I don't want a glove.
Are you sure?
No, but I'm not gonna wear. I don't want it. I'm just. I already said no, so I don't want it.
Gonna stick- Is this your final answer?
This is. I'm
All right,
stubborn.
clock
I'm
it
a
in.
stubborn man. I
Lock
won't
it in,
wear
rather.
I'll put it. Yeah, I'll tuck it in my jacket here.
Yeah.
So.
How many people have you guys had on your podcast today?
Today? You guys are the second.
Wait.
Wait,
pair.
together?
We're the second pair.
Did you
Second
guys
pair.
see-
Yeah, yeah.
You guys weren't out here. We just had a couple that was on for a decent while. It was probably like a good 30, 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
They really had nothing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Kind of like us.
Hey, do not besmirch Jacob and Francesca.
I think they were trying to sober up
You think so?
by talking to us. Because they said they were on like 3 or 4. They didn't
Oh.
specify the number, but they were like, we've been to a bunch of breweries.
Yeah. Well, they
Oh,
were
3
3
to
or
4
4.
breweries.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
not 3 or 4
All right.
drinks. But they very much didn't seem drunk. But
The
No.
brewery
you know,
tour
I mean,
tour.
today they are visiting from out of town, so they like have gone around to different places. So you know how you.
That's kind of how you have to do it.
yeah,
then.
right. So you
Mhm.
guys
That's
went to Black Cat Alley.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're dog sitting, cat
Yeah.
sitting.
Dog sitting.
Yeah, no.
So I actually run my own small business.
Ooh, a little plug.
Yeah.
Plug it.
Can I
Yes, plug it. Plug it.
Absolutely.
This is
Okay.
an Oops, Sorry podcast, and this is a plug.
Oh, sorry. I'm about to plug my
Oh.
business here.
Okay.
No, I run a small business. It's called Pet Sitting MKE. You could follow me on Instagram
We
at
will.
Pet Sitting MKE.
We will follow
we
you
will.
on Instagram.
Woohoo!
Pet Sitting MKE at
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So just recently graduated college and actually started like just watching dogs on the side just to make some money and hang out with dogs.
Yeah.
And it's just now grown so exponentially that I actually have turned this into my full-time business. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Way better than sitting in an office.
Way better.
Oh, you're
Jeez.
telling me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go to college? Did you guys go to the same college?
We did. Yeah, we actually we both went to Marquette.
Nice.
He
Had
was
a rough loss today.
Oh,
Just,
did you? Who'd you guys play?
Yeah, Providence. So I don't want to talk about it.
All right, don't talk about it. That's okay.
but we he's 2 years older than I am.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Mm.
Cool.
Was my supervisor at work actually.
Yeah, the old.
Oh.
Well,
That's-
yeah.
Now that's juicy.
Yeah, yeah.
On campus job though, so like
Oh.
Oh,
everybody's
okay.
students. It's not really like that
Everybody's
scandalous.
like dating pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dating
awesome.
or already have dated. No, just kidding. Everybody in that little department.
I was going for like a Mad Men type thing.
This is Oh. This is juicy. This is as juicy as it gets.
I do get John Hamm vibes from you.
Do
so,
you?
Yeah.
The only thing that these people know from me is my voice, and I don't sound anything like John Hamm.
Well, no, actually,
I work in advertising.
We got a camera going, so you
We
guys
do,
have
but I think
Oh, hey,
little
how's it
visuals going.
I can't
Yeah.
guarantee that it's still recording.
Oh, well, check on that. Check
The
on that.
lens cap was on.
Yeah. Well, we don't know because last time it kept. So this is our second episode
Okay.
that we're recording. The
Nope.
first episode's dropping on Monday.
On
And,
what platforms?
It's just gonna be YouTube to start, I think.
Is
We'll
it?
see.
How does that? Do they have like a podcast function? Or
So
is it-
we'll have the video aspect of
Oh,
it, but
sure.
we'll at some point we'll do. We'll put it on
Oh,
Spotify.
those are
we'll
our
put it
friends.
on- Yeah, I live with like 3 of those guys, and the rest are just assholes, except Madeline.
Say a funny joke. Say a
Ooh.
funny joke, clown.
I don't want to pick him up. I don't want to pick that
On the
guy up
spot.
anymore. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
No.
Oh, I used to know a
That'll
really
work.
good joke. Well, anyway.
I'll tell. I'll
Two
tell-
hats on a coat rack. One says to the other, "You stay here. I'll go on ahead."
Hell yeah.
Do they hear it?
That's good.
Hell yeah.
No.
They don't need to hear it. Those
No.
guys are
So funny.
so funny, man. Wow. You guys really missed
They're
that.
walking away.
No, don't worry about that. Man. But so what were we talking about? So you started a business. So it's called Pet Sitting
MKE. Yeah.
And you just how do you you walk dogs and you like take care of them for over the weekend and
Yeah, so right now I do a little bit of both. I mainly do dog walking. So I have over 150 clients throughout the Milwaukee area.
Wow.
You know, like
it started 2 years ago.
I started about 1.5 years ago, I think.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Nuts. Wow.
So it's been fun. I started on an app called Rover. I don't know if you have to
I have heard of that.
get
No,
rid of that.
so we're not popular enough.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's- yeah. They don't. They're not.
In
Yeah.
like a year maybe.
Yeah, right.
I think there
Year and a
are.
half.
There's already stuff on the first 2 episodes where we've doxed ourselves, so I'll probably go back in and cut it out.
We're canceled big time. Jake said Arabs. on the
Oh, I
last
said,
one.
yeah.
But it wasn't in an offensive way.
Is that
We were
the-
talking
Yeah.
about
It's a
we're
proper pronunciation.
we were talking
Yeah.
about math.
Okay.
I don't. What's the correlation?
I
Oh,
don't know.
the Arabs invented algebra.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Well, he said they invented calculus, and I was like, "Didn't Newton invent calculus?" And he was like,
Oh,
"No."
yeah.
And we talked into the argument.
Dude, this is spoilers for the first
No,
episode.
it
This
is.
is a callback.
Yeah, but this is the
Callback.
second episode.
Oh, that's true.
This will
Yeah.
come out a month after, so
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing monthly.
yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have that much free time, so
That's fair.
Mhm.
yeah. It's
What do
gonna be
you
tough.
guys do?
Nothing
Yeah.
interesting.
No,
Yeah.
come on.
All right, we can talk. I work in insurance.
Ooh,
nice,
that is.
nice.
That's not.
It's
not
not
No,
interesting.
you're.
What do you-
I like my job.
Do you work for a like small agency or big?
I work for
firm or-
West Bend Mutual, which is up
Okay.
in West Bend. I don't work for Northwestern Mutual, if that is what you're going for, because that's a,
No,
every,
no,
a lot.
yeah.
That's I know that's a huge employer in Milwaukee, but
No, both my parents are insurance agents.
oh, what agency?
They run their own.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, so State Farm Insurance.
Oh yeah.
But they run their own agency about 2
Where?
hours north of here.
Okay, 2 hours north. Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I almost interviewed with the one. They're
Like
almost
the
in
Appleton
Brookfield.
area?
Kind of.
Oh,
Ripon. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
Sweet.
You from that area?
Yeah, I went to Freedom High School.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
familiar. Hell yeah.
Very rad. What do you do for work?
I work at an ad agency, so there's a John Hamm.
Oh
you know,
my
correlation
God.
there.
It's John
This is John
Hamm.
Hamm.
But yeah, it's in Walker's Point. It's small. I'm one of 7 people in the office.
What's it called?
It's called B&Co. And
B&Co,
they
nice.
work. It's like brand marketing, mostly for hotels, hospitality. It's fun. You get to go on trips to hotels for like research.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
nice.
then we just come back and we pick the name and the color palette and the logo, and it's just all fun stuff.
Do you have a
the
favorite
entire-
hotel chain, or can you not say?
Well, actually, we work for independent hotels, so
Oh.
like
Ooh.
technically we work for like Marriott and Hilton and stuff because they'll whatever. But
They'll buy up those hotels.
yeah, they have like little little brands that try to be independent, but
Mhm.
it's Marriott. It's the biggest hotel chain in the world.
Yeah,
but
Right.
yeah, no, it's fun. You get to stay in a nice like 4 or 5 star hotel for research, like I said.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you guys went to Black Cat Alley. You're doing pet sitting. So I'm assuming that's a job you have to do a lot on the weekends, right?
Yeah, so mainly overnights on the weekends, and
Mhm.
then walks I do mainly during the week. Like I have full schedules, like basically 9 to 6 or 7 some days, and
Mhm.
then
Wow.
come home, and then whatever dog I have for the evening, that is my next commitment. But overnights mainly people book for like weekend trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
We have a friend who has a dog. She also lives on Brady. Because you guys said you live on Brady, right?
yep,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So her dog I think is 10 now.
Mary
Maybe,
Beth?
no, 9. Yeah, Mary Beth. She has a dog, sweetest dog ever met. You know, just like super chill. You can bring her anywhere. But we took a trip for New Year's Eve this year, and she couldn't come because she was like, the place wasn't dog friendly, and I was like, there are dog sitting places, you know, all around, right?
Mhm.
But apparently, her name is Shiva. The dog's name is Shiva, not the
Mhm.
girl.
Mary Beth Shiva.
Yeah. But no, so she couldn't find a place because apparently she's the sweetest little dog. She's, you know, medium-sized dog, but she doesn't get along with other dogs,
Yeah.
and she gets like anxiety when she's away from Mary Beth and you know, her mom and dad and stuff like that.
Sure.
So like, do you have any dogs that are hard to deal with or like get anxiety or just like
Yeah.
are crazy or what?
We have seen it all, and when I
Ooh.
tell you we have seen it all, I mean we
I
have
believe
seen it
it.
all.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any pets of our own, so that's ideal because we get a lot of requests for dogs that are not good with other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've seen dogs with anxiety. We have dogs that have anxiety that have to take Prozac every day for their
Which is
anxiety.
hilarious.
That's amazing.
We have dogs that are on like a normal dosage of CBD for their anxiety.
Mhm.
We've had dogs that unfortunately have like they're sick or have different medical conditions or just, you know, a very strong attachment to their owners. But we let all of our dogs have free range of our apartment,
nice.
unless their owners prefer,
Right.
you know, they be crated or whatever else. But we've got a whole ton of stuff as we've been doing this more and more. We're just getting more experience with different types of breeds
I
and
call it my
different
sample platter.
personalities.
I
Yeah.
Just get to
Yeah, right.
hang out with
See what you like.
big little
Yeah.
dogs.
Right. When we do one day get a dog, we'll have a
You'll know
million
Yeah,
exactly.
choices
I have a
to
lot of
choose
market
from,
research.
You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
So-
guys live together?
Yep.
Okay. So how long have you guys lived together?
This whatever this
About a
lease
year?
period is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year.
A yearish.
Awesome.
How do you like living on Brady?
It's fun.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys live like right on Brady?
Oh
Or
yeah.
like a little block off?
We live.
Oh, I used to live there.
I used to live there.
in
No
that
way.
in that
Yeah.
building?
Yeah.
What
No
apartment?
way.
I don't remember, but it was at the back of the building
Okay.
on the
Yes.
second floor,
Oh, so you
That's
were
so funny.
which left or right side, like looking at the back?
left side,
Okay, so you were in like apartment 7.
maybe.
We're in apartment.
Yeah.
No way. Did you have carpet or hardwood floors?
Hardwood floor.
So then you were above us
Wait, really?
because they have hardwood floors. That's
Oh,
where all
so
the
funny.
stomping comes from.
Maybe
How,
when
how,
did you?
Yeah,
how
when
recently?
did you move out? Hold
It
on.
was a while ago.
I moved out 2016, I
Oh,
think.
okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
been a while.
It
That's
wa-
so funny.
You lived in
Yeah.
that same building though. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
a great
great.
spot.
Oh, it's
but
awesome.
it's cheap, which
Yeah.
which was nice. And then I moved out and I moved up, which was cool too. But I think the difference in rent was fine because I wasn't living on Brady anymore.
Did that become a problem?
I would go out all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have friends. It would be a Tuesday night, and they'd be like, "Hey, we're at Jack's." And I'm
100%.
Like, I
Well,
can't, but I am.
Right
Yeah.
downstairs.
I don't
Yeah.
have an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I also like in the summer, like when the windows open,
But fun.
you get. Oh yes.
Yeah.
When the windows open, like you smell like the burgers, like
Oh,
it comes
yeah.
in. It's like
Oh.
the cartoons where like
Oh.
it's giving you the, like the fingers so they come
Oh,
along.
you're floating.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you float out the window and
right,
you're
right.
like, I'm drunk.
Yeah, yeah. It happens so fast.
What cartoons are you watching?
Not like hentai, but weird stuff mostly.
Yeah.
Do you guys like? I mean, how far are you guys out of college? Are you guys like what, 23, 24? I don't know.
Yeah, 23.
Do you guys like
21.
party? Are you guys like partiers still? You guys, are still in
drink?
like party
Oh, you do
phase?
drink.
Yeah, I don't.
We're at a brewery.
Yeah, we
Yeah. I do have a beer in front of me.
Well, okay, yeah, but like you guys are like party.
But do
crazy
you
party.
drink?
I
not like 18-year-old
Do you drink like
Wisconsinites drink.
Oh yeah, like any Wisconsinite from like 15 to 25,
Just-
Yeah.
15 to like 80.
those are the golden years.
Yeah. Golden days, golden years.
Yeah, I don't know. We drink. You drink definitely more than I do. Not definitely. That sounded aggressive.
no, that's-
no,
I'm-
no.
He
I-
drinks.
Bring it on.
Hey, this is not a podcast.
Hey,
that should be
but I
edited.
drink.
Yeah,
This is
we've been
a-
meaning to talk to you.
This is a couples therapy podcast. Yeah.
No.
This is all a setup. This is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
intervention. Like, he drinks a lot more, and we're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
and that's why we're here today.
I think he can hold his own more, is what
Yeah.
I mean to say.
I
and
bartended
your
for
mother
a
is
while,
here.
so-
She's gonna
Oh.
tell you how this has affected
Yeah,
your
yeah.
relationship.
Come on.
coming down from the ceiling.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So you drink more, you party a little bit more, or you just
I don't know if
Well,
party
had a
is the
higher
word.
higher tolerance.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's-
or lower tolerance.
I'm not trying to be a tough guy here. I don't.
No.
Yeah.
We're all friends here.
I'll be the weak one. We'll set
No,
the
I
bar
just-
there.
Hey, that's
Maybe
right.
you're.
I was a bartender in college for 2 years.
Oh,
So
that'll do it.
like at the I don't want this to sound like bragging, but like
No, right.
when they had like the $2 bomb specials,
Yeah.
we would probably have like 15 bombs a night, like while working. And it's just like it's just like it was
Yeah.
too much. Looking back, you're like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
no.
but
It's
Yeah.
aggressive
college.
amount.
Yeah.
College, you that kind of thing happens.
But everybody is, so they don't even know you are because they're just at a worse level.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like be the second drunkest guy at the party,
We
fly under the
always-
radar.
Me and my roommate used to always say it's not alcoholism until you graduate,
No,
which is
yeah, well,
super unhealthy.
yeah, well, here we are.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
unhealthy because then we graduated and we didn't. You don't stop drinking the day that you graduate, and then we were like, hey, we're
This is-
alcoholics.
yeah,
now.
yeah. It was,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's that going on. But
Yeah.
did you? I don't know Marquette bars super well, but my girlfriend went to Marquette and she used to work at Murph.
Yeah.
That's where I worked.
Did you work there?
What was her name?
Hey.
Marin.
If you,
Her name
yes,
was Marin.
yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she came in. She was friends with like the first year I worked there.
Yeah.
She would come in. She didn't work there anymore, but I forget her last name.
Jurs.
Yeah, she was.
I'll edit that out. I won't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No, she was funny. She was
Yeah.
awesome.
She's
Cool.
a cool gal. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's the only bar that I know that's. I probably know.
There's two of
Probably
them.
the
It's
best.
Murphy's
Yeah.
and Caver's, and I was at Murphy's.
Oh, maybe she worked at Caffrey's.
I mean, it's the same owners.
I don't even
So-
remember where she worked, but she was friends with my manager, and
She worked at one of those.
she would come in and
Hmm.
yeah, no, it was
Well,
always a fun time.
I don't know. I obviously don't know your girlfriend, but you
Sure.
said like
I knew it was like a
Murphy's
Murph-
before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Murphy's.
So I feel
I'm
like-
pretty sure she worked
But I
at
know
Murphy's.
they would go to Caffrey. Like everybody goes to Caffrey's, right? The Marquette, like a lot of
It's
people go there.
now
I don't know.
now they do.
It
I want to plug
changes.
Murphy's, but they
People go. Okay.
they prefer Caffrey's.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's,
There's
you know
a
what
lot
I
of-
got a theory because people at Marquette have money and Caffrey's is like a little bit more
It's
like
a little
up,
bougier.
upscale bougier, so they
It's-
like
I'll buy
I
into that.
College
bougie like
bar.
makes
Which
it
is
sound
ridiculous,
even
'cause it's
nicer
not.
than it
the beer,
is.
the shots are $3 instead of $2.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
you only have like 12 to 14.
yeah,
instead of 16 to
they're
18.
they're taking it easy, right?
Yeah, right. Oh,
No,
that's
no,
great.
Yeah.
That's funny. So yeah, bartending, that'll get you.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yes.
lifestyle
So
for
they're
sure.
they're bringing it full circle.
Yeah.
That's there's your reason. That was my planted the seeds.
What do you guys like
Yeah.
to do when you do like if you go out, if there's like a night or whatever? Do you guys like go to you guys like clubs or
No,
dive
God,
bars
no.
or all right,
Do we
that's
look
strong
like
response.
club people?
I
Just
don't
wondering.
know. I don't know what a club
No.
person looks like.
Oh,
That's fair.
So you're
John-
not a
John
club
Hamm.
person.
Yeah, actually, I guess I do look. The people we had before, they were like club people,
You
but
think
they
so?
were older. They're probably
Older
not still club
club.
people.
Well, where are they from?
Yeah, they had their days.
I don't know where they're from.
So
honestly.
Philly.
They're from Philly,
That's
but
not
they
a
wouldn't,
club
They
city.
wouldn't tell
Yeah.
us where they were from.
Oh, so like around. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I don't think they still go to clubs. But they were just like.
Oh, they
maybe
dress
not,
nice.
Maybe not clubby.
like sequins.
Not that you guys don't dress
just-
nice,
they
but
just-
they.
They dress like there's a different kind of nice. They dress like big city nice. Like they were wearing all black. You know, like they would wear jeans.
Pea coats.
Black
I mean, you're
shoes,
wearing a
black pea coats. Like
pea coat-ish.
Right, like
Oh,
they
that's
thought they
like
were in New York
$10
City,
at
and you're like,
each.
no, no, no,
They
it's,
dress, they dress
it's
like-
Milwaukee.
Yeah, but they're like we're in Chicago and they're from Philly. and
Okay,
they
that's fair.
Are from the Northeast, and you know there's just a different way of dressing. I think where I don't know how to quite define it, but
No, I'm with you.
I relate that to like clubbiness. Like
Yeah.
like in Milwaukee, generally you don't like dress up to go out to a bar or something.
No, you like put on a flannel
Yeah,
or something.
maybe. Yeah,
You take
that's
your
like
sweatpants
if
off,
you were
put
a
on
flannel,
your-
you're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh,
There's
wow.
buttons on that.
Yeah,
so-
Big night.
Getting married?
Yeah. No, I don't know what we usually do when we go out. We just, I guess it kind of depends on our mood. We
Oh,
stick
God.
to
Are we
Brady.
boring?
Oh, yeah, jeez.
You're not boring. You're not
Is it 2 years? Are
You're
we?
kidding,
Are we
you're young.
Gotta spice it up, yeah.
I prefer those weird, dark lit, gross bars
Oh,
where
yeah.
I
Yep.
don't have to, like, you know, even like,
Seedy.
oh, I love, okay, that was a bad, like, intro to this, if
No.
anybody that goes to this bar hears this, but I love Up and Under.
That's
Brady.
their slogan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
is
It's
exactly
just
That's their
dark
slogan.
and
Yep.
I was hoping you would say
dirty.
something
I
like
don't
Oh,
know.
tell
It's gross.
tell the
It's
story
gross.
last time
But
we
it's
were
great.
there.
Can I?
Yeah, what? Look.
I'll tell a story first. You
Okay.
remember when
Yeah,
we
go
were
ahead.
there, and the guy's bathroom, there was like a 3-inch puddle on the floor, the entire
Ooh.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Yeah, that's
dirty.
Yeah, I don't think that's a story. That's just how it is. It's
Yeah.
a brand.
Yeah, that's pretty much, there was one time our band played a show there, and
Oh, you're in a band?
we walked
Ooh,
in. Yeah, I didn't
sweet.
No, I shouldn't say that. All right, I walked in there one time, not playing in a band, but I mean, they were kind of like dog friendly, but one of the people that works there has these 2 huge dogs, which is cool. But we walked in and we were setting up stuff, and just like massive amounts of shit, just like all over
Oh
the
my
stage. And
Like-
we were
God.
like,
From the dog.
What?
I don't know.
Whoa.
No, it was wild. Well, it wasn't that wild. There were dogs and there was shit, and I was like, oh, that happens normally.
Pretty domesticated.
That's
But no, I love those kind of places. Like, I love Up and Under. Like, it's
Yeah?
it's like it's just a little sticky, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
it's
Mhm.
not
That's a good way to. Yeah,
it's
good
not
way to put it.
pretentious, but it's
No, it's
not even
really
close
the
to
opposite.
Yeah.
As far as you can get.
I was like,
Going.
not too pretentious, but really, it's like way
Yeah,
way under
it's
that.
down here.
Yeah.
No. Tell them. Last time we were there, it was like the comedy night Thursday. They have like a
Yeah,
comedy
I
open night,
just- Oh
which is
wait,
fun.
no, go ahead.
So we actually met this comedian at Murphy's like months prior to this situation. I don't know, this event. And he was really cool. He hung out with us for the night because they didn't end up having comedy night that night. So he was there and didn't really have anybody to hang out with. So he kind of tagged along with us. Super
Trying
nice.
out his material.
Yeah, trying out his material. And then we ran into him randomly, like 6 months later on Brady. And he was like, oh my God, Claire and Skylar? And we look like the most average looking white people. Like there's no
Claire
way
and
he
Skylar?
Yeah.
recognized us, but he did. And we were like, oh, hey, Prince Ezra, which
that-
is what he told us his name was. So,
Ezra.
yeah, Prince Ezra, if you're watching this. But
That's interesting. Okay, go on.
he was like, oh, it's comedy night at Up and Under. I know you guys live like right next door. Like, come over. So we were like, okay, let's go over. And we heard a few like comedians, and we were just having a few drinks. And I was just kind of putzing around, like just being dumb. I don't know. There were like crumbs on the bar, and I was just kind of piling them all together. Just
Yeah, as one does.
That's what you
fidgeting.
do
I
when
don't
you go
know.
out. What are you gonna do when you go
Yeah.
out?
Right, you're talking and listening to mediocre comedy and whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like it's green. Like, what if this is cannabis? But I was like, what if this is weed? And they were like, Skylar said, oh my God, I think that is. And not only was it all over the bar, but it was also on top of my napkin, just sprinkled. So I was like, this is weird. Let me like
That was the
look at
special
my
Batman.
napkin. So I like, not even turning the flashlight on your phone because that's like very bright and aggressive for that dark place.
Oh yeah.
I just like, hit the lock button to see the front facing like little light. And I opened my napkin that my beer was set on, and it's just coated with green sticky cannabis, and we were like, what happened for this napkin to end up
That's
like this on
nuts.
the inside and then end up in front of me with my beer on top of it? Like, what transpired? But it was very funny, and I feel like it's also on brand for
That's super on
Oh,
brand.
super on brand.
I gotta know.
that funny part.
I gotta know who this Prince Ezra guy. What does he look like? Because, so, I'm like, I know a lot of comedians like in Milwaukee, and that sounds
Okay.
like a humble brag, but like it's not that impressive because most of
No,
them
no,
are-
I get it.
Yeah,
But-
dude, you're cool.
What's he look like? Because I don't know. I feel like I recognize that name, but also, I don't know. I went up at one of those recent Thursday night open mics.
Yep.
And it was pretty bad. But
What was bad, you or the night?
oh, I was bad. Yeah.
so,
But
you, so you contributed.
All of the above.
yeah. But I'm trying to think. I don't know. I wish I knew who that.
He's
the
like
last-
a tall, skinny, light-skinned black guy with like a red bandana he usually wears.
That's true.
Sounds like
Both
that.
times
Yeah,
we
that
have
sounds
seen him.
actually.
sounds like Ton. There's a guy. There's one guy who that sounds exactly like it sounds like Ton. But also I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, black comedian Ton. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ton. You know.
No, I
But-
don't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's. I feel like I know the name Prince Ezra also, but
I mean, it's pretty.
You might.
distinct.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
he
a pretty-
put Prince in front of his name, so.
yeah, that's like that's a bold name to have.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he gave himself the title Prince.
I don't think that. I
That's
mean,
probably his
Ezra's
name.
his first. Yeah.
Well, actually,
it.
Yeah. See, I don't
Prince
know.
isn't. Prince is a name. People have Prince.
It
as a name.
is. Yeah.
I
Like
don't know.
Fielder.
Better
Yeah,
than Ezra.
Prince
Fielder.
Fielder.
Better than
Uh,
Ezra. Yeah.
George
Better than
Ezra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
George Ezra, but that's his
Yeah.
last. Well.
That's
Prince
exactly
George.
Prince's
Okay.
first
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Ezra last
Okay,
name.
I believe it. I buy it. We could.
Oh no,
just
we're
look
not
it up.
lying.
I know.
Like, it's
No, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that this guy. I'm like, why?
He seems shady.
I'm gonna look this up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Where-
know how his presence is.
Where are you looking this up?
Just on Facebook.
Oh.
The internet.
That's
Oh,
right.
my fingers are freezing.
The internet.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, it is
Ezra.
getting incredibly
In
cold
the
out
Ezra
here.
database.
Going into the interweb.
Yeah.
Going
If you guys,
online.
if your friends are waiting,
No.
to
Oh,
get
no,
on
no,
and
no.
look like a
We-
jackass.
F those guys.
Yeah, seriously.
No, they're not waiting for us.
We just told them that we were going to be here, and I think they just came because
Which is fair.
Do you think
Yeah.
they want to be on the podcast? Or are we taking seats?
Yeah,
not
that's-
allowed.
No. We don't want our
My
friends. on
finger
this.
doesn't even work.
It's so cool.
That defeats the purpose.
Oh,
No, I've seen this guy.
Oh,
but-
he has a Facebook.
Yeah.
sure.
He's just another guy.
Well, it's his name, or is
It-
it like
is
a
it-
It's-
comedian
so
page?
So his name is it's his real thing.
Oh,
And his
okay.
name is it says Prince Ezra. And his last name is Yokomura.
Oh.
What?
Yokomura? Oh.
He's
Oh.
Japanese.
Also, I don't know. I don't know this guy. I've like seen him around. I think, but
I wouldn't say so.
I don't want to just be like just talking about him.
I mean, yeah.
excessively.
Is that him? Does that
Probably.
say
I think
Milwaukee?
is that him right there?
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, I
looks
think
like
so.
him. Yeah.
It says Milwaukee.
Hmm.
All right.
Who
See,
knows?
we're plugging Prince Ezra more than your own business.
Woohoo!
Hey, but we started
plugged
out
my
with the business, so
Fine.
that's all right.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a pretty impressive business again.
Why?
I'm gonna think about that for a
Why'd you
while.
guys start a podcast?
Oh, I was going to ask if Pat gave you the gist on.
I gave it a little lowdown.
Yeah, you were in the bathroom
A
for
little,
a while.
little low.
Yeah.
Very little lowdown. Oh,
well,
yeah,
I
they-
actually.
they-
So the people who were on the podcast before you,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I basically followed them into the bathroom, so I had to like make it look like I wasn't following them. And
Yeah, you had to hide your microphone.
Yeah, I had to. I had weaved through the crowd instead of just beelining. But we started this podcast kind of as a creative outlet.
That's fair.
I mean, we both
Speaking
have,
into the void.
yeah, we both have kind of boring. Well, we have desk.
No.
Yeah, okay, we have boring
We have desk
jobs.
We have just like office jobs.
Oh
that,
yeah,
like-
you didn't even tell me what.
I work in analytics consulting for financial firms. So
That-
like,
That's not bad.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
there's a lot of need for that.
pays
neither of the
the
jobs are
bills.
bad, and those are the kind of things that you say about jobs.
That's
like,
not
"Yeah,
bad.
no, it's a good job.
It's
Hey,
yeah.
it's a good industry to be in right now.
yeah.
So.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You're just-
but like
so
I
you-
think we both like our jobs. You know, there's definitely nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But they don't give that much opportunity to do. You know, there's no creative
Outlet.
Yeah, I
you know?
gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So I think, I mean, we both are not from Milwaukee, and we really like the city. So we kind of wanted to highlight the people
Yeah.
and different locations. And we thought the best way to do that was to just talk to random people and do it in places that we really like. So the last episode that we taped was at the public market.
cool.
Oh, so this
And-
is the format of the show.
Yeah.
You
This
just
is
set up
it.
a table.
We just set up a
Love
table
that.
with a
Pretty
sign
much.
that says.
I thought
"Be
you
on our
guys were like
podcast."
really like hurting on content. You're like,
No,
"Fuck,
this is
no."
literally this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is all
We are
we're
hurting
doing.
on content,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is the.
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing great on content.
Where are you guys from? Because I'm not from Milwaukee either.
I grew up in like a very small town north of Appleton.
Oh, right. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
that.
Freedom.
Freedom High School.
Yeah.
I have not been back since I graduated.
That's very fair. Very fair.
And I'm from Atlanta, and I moved here in 2016, I think.
That's cool. I don't think I've ever met somebody from Atlanta
An-
in Milwaukee.
Atlantan? No, there's
Yeah.
one. There was one other guy here that I went to college with, but he's gone.
Oh.
He moved to
Oh,
Chicago.
okay. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh, dark.
R.I.P. Oliver.
Oh.
Yeah, you know Oliver.
What
Good
about
guy.
that other guy?
Trey?
Yeah.
Trey's cool too. He moved to
Oh,
Seattle.
Young. He's from
Yeah.
Atlanta. He's from,
Trey Young, Ice
Yeah.
Trey, baby. Shout out Ice Trey, 50 points. Scored 50 points on Thursday. Fourth youngest player ever. Where
Yeah.
are you from?
Oh, I'm from New York. So
Oh, hell
I,
yeah.
I came here for school and then I just stayed because it's awesome. Same
It's
idea. as
great,
you
right?
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is like awesome that this is the format of your podcast because I mean everybody likes attention everywhere, but I will say that like people in Milwaukee are so nice, and I don't know this because I don't know who you interviewed prior to us or in your last episode, but I'm assuming you're gonna have pretty good turnout of people that come and just want to kind of shoot the shit
Yeah.
with you guys.
I
you know?
think
great.
We were. I don't know if we were nervous before, or
Yeah.
I don't think
I
that
was
we
a
knew
little
what
nervous.
to. Yeah. I don't think we knew what to expect,
Yeah.
but it's been really good.
Yeah, we
Awesome.
didn't know if people were gonna like the first episode. We were like, is anybody gonna come talk to us? But it's the people we had right before you guys. They said the same exact thing. They were like, and they were from, they're just visiting for the weekend. They were like, Milwaukee people are like really nice. It's like kind of uncomfortable. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
So it's it's been good. People are open to come. Well, when I was setting up over here, Jake was in the bathroom. You guys were like sitting over there, and I was like, maybe these people will talk to us. So
Yeah.
see what happens,
Who knows?
Yeah. This is my intervention. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
was-
you
this
have
was
to be
planned.
here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So once
for
you finish
setting
that
this
beer,
up for me. Yeah, we're done.
so you finish that up because
With the drinking.
You better enjoy it, yeah.
Last one forever.
Yeah, but that's how interventions work. They
Yeah.
say finish the beer you're holding. Obviously, we're not monsters.
yeah. We got to ease you into the process.
Yeah.
The intervention at the brewery.
What a place to do it.
All right, we're gonna go up there, and everybody that is here is gonna have an intervention after this. So we'll do it one by one. It could take a while.
Yeah. It was a long
They're all
podcast.
all of our relatives, like everybody from Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No,
No,
that
no,
just
that's-
everybody
Oh,
that
okay, you're
needs the
making-
intervention.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
speaking
Because we're
hypothetically.
from Milwaukee.
That joke. Just
We're a
like
big
flew
family.
straight
It
over.
was a really bad,
I-
poorly presented
For some
joke.
reason, I was like,
so
wait,
I
you
don't
guys are
know.
here with your
Oh
families?
my God. Yeah. Where are they?
They're
told
like
you my
waiting
mom was
for
coming from the
us,
ceiling.
you know?
I like was making the joke, and then you jumped on the joke, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, not
What are
even
you
following.
talking
You
about?
should know.
Not
Yes,
even
and.
Yes, and that's improv. That's good stuff. I should know that, but I don't. Good stuff. Well,
Yeah.
what are you
Nice
guys
to meet-
doing for the rest of the day? Guys got any crazy plans? Watching that pup? What's the pup you're
Ooh.
watching right now?
She's a blue healer. She's very sweet. She's actually a miniature blue healer, so even smaller.
How
but,
small are we talking?
Like-
she's
yeah.
like corgi
Petite?
size, kind of. I don't
Wow.
know. We just
Wow.
petted
Huh?
the corgi that was over there,
That was
and we
good
were like,
corgi.
wow, they are
Got to get
kinda
him on the
similar.
podcast.
I was talking about that.
Oh.
I literally said when Jake went to the bathroom, you guys were over there. I was talking about the corgi just to nobody, and I was like, man, I hope that corgi comes on the podcast. But it didn't.
that corgi, or secondly, those two weirdos that just sat next to us. But
Oh, who's
That's
that?
us.
What's that about?
no, us. That's us.
Oh, you guys are the
Damn it!
weirdos.
I'm
Yeah.
another
Oh,
one.
jeez.
We were like watching you. Like, should we go be on that?
I'm glad you guys did.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't even know what the podcast is.
We don't know
about.
what
You
we're
guys
gonna
are-
say either.
You guys are really good at this.
That's all right,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're very
Thank you.
good podcast.
People love to
guests.
talk about themselves, so.
That's true. And
Does
when
that-
you can
True.
hear your voice in the headphones, I think that helps.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
You like are zoned in, like nothing else around you
right.
matters. You know,
Mhm.
it's kind of nice.
I did a radio show at school for 4
Oh,
years.
really?
It
Did
was
you?
like, yeah, they had like 90-minute time slots. My God, you have to talk for 90 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
tough.
crazy.
You just
Did
keep
you-
going.
So, did you like host or did you work? What did you do?
No,
with
yeah,
it?
I like hosted my own show. It wasn't.
cool.
I promise, it wasn't great. Don't look it up. I don't
Hey,
even think it's out there.
Well, don't look this up either because it's probably not as good as that one. But
No,
also
no.
look it up because you're gonna be on it. So please.
Yes,
Look it
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
no, I will. Huh.
Wow,
If,
that's crazy.
do you guys have like a social media for this?
Yeah,
we do. Yeah.
We're
what?
on Instagram at the Sorry
Yeah, I can pull it
Podcast.
up.
That's perfect.
He's pulling
Nice,
up. We're gonna
nice.
get
My
we're gonna get
hands still
business
work.
cards or something. I don't know. We should just
Is
get
that,
a
is that what
QR code.
podcasts do?
No, I
Business
don't know.
cards?
Probably not.
I don't think so, but everyone's asked us, which makes sense.
Yeah.
They're on this podcast. They probably want to check it out.
Huh?
And we'll follow Pet Sitting MKE. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll follow you from my personal and from that account.
Whoa!
So
Whoa.
Follow.
Big day. big
nice,
day.
nice.
We've got like 80 followers, so it's pretty.
Yeah, we're pretty big.
It's growing pretty big.
We think it could get. I don't know. There's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a good art scene in Milwaukee, but there's not a ton of like content creators. So I think that
Yeah.
it could be a thing.
I
Not that I'm
wonder-
hoping it is a huge thing, but
I wonder if you guys like followed or just like kept up with like the kind of like outdoor events that were going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like especially in the summer, obviously.
Oh, can't wait for the
and like
summer.
I don't know if like somebody will like get you in trouble if they're like, hey, do you have a permit to like
We-
set up a table here?
So we
But-
looked up like what the like laws were because in the summer obviously it's going to be so much easier at every festival and
Right.
park and everything like that.
yeah.
You'll
you
get fun.
There's like you don't need any kind of permits unless
No.
as long as you're not obstructing like a walking path, you can record audio and video.
Even
with-
inside the boundaries of whatever.
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
So you might have to be like just outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which would be
I'd
fine.
be cool with that.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, you get
Brady
the
Street
people in and
Fest?
out.
Oh, that might
Oh,
be too much.
yeah,
on the
yeah, I
day.
was
You
gonna
could just
say
do it on
Shit
our.
show.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere.
Oh, we'll come
We'll
to
give
your,
you
let's come over to
somewhere.
your
Yeah,
place. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
We do it on the
invite
roof.
you.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Can you guys still get on the roof?
On
We
the
used to be
roof
able
of the
to.
other.
On
Building?
your building.
We
Ooh.
can get on.
I haven't even been up to the other floor that you were
Oh,
on.
Yeah,
really?
me neither.
Like
The second
I toured that apartment, which is funny.
I think
crazy.
I think I was on the first floor. Do you guys?
The first floor is the second. Like
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
you
the
have to go
first
up
floor
the
of
stairs. Lived in the
apartments.
restaurant.
I
first
was on
floor.
that first floor of apartments.
Okay.
And
Really?
it was like you walk up the stairs
Uh-huh.
and then you take a right and
Uh-huh.
we were the room on the left.
Okay, so we're the room on the right.
yeah, so
Oh,
you're
okay.
across.
Yeah, so you're.
across from
99% of this podcast is just gonna. We're just gonna cut it down so it's
Where
only you guys talking about like. So you were
No,
up.
no, no,
so
right
I
or
was in
left?
4.
No,
I'll
So
draw.
then
I'll
took
draw a
it was
picture.
carpet,
Seven.
right? It was not carpet. It's just gonna be
How many
like that.
windows?
Yeah.
Ooh. The living room had a lot of windows.
Yeah.
That's more
That's
than
very-
Oh,
us.
they.
That's
Wait a
very
minute.
descriptive. Like, how many windows?
Yeah.
A lot.
I think there were.
Yeah, how many
Many.
studs in the wall in the living room?
I think so there was one in the front bedroom. This is so boring right now, but there was one in the front bedroom. There were
This is pure
4.
This is good content.
I think there were 4 in the living room. There were 2 in the kitchen and 1 in my bedroom. So whatever that is.
No, I'm joking. No, yeah, but that's actually awesome. I,
He's like, no, I'm joking, but
I-
fuck you.
No, I do enjoy that place. So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
it's
are
nice.
invited. I don't know, whenever Brady Street Festival.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll
I
come
mean,
over.
you have both of my Instagram follows now.
I'll
so
give you guys a
big
follow.
time. Big time. That's good stuff.
There you go.
Awesome.
Wow. All right.
Well,
Well,
I got nothing else.
it seems like
Yeah.
we're wrapping up. But
I'm
this was
starting
nice.
to freeze too.
Yeah.
I actually
You guys probably were out here longer than us, so
not too long,
Maybe
but a decent
40
while. My
minutes.
hands are freezing.
I can't believe your jacket's open.
I'm just trying to look cool.
Yeah, that is a big.
You do look cool.
He's got a brand to uphold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I'm
is in
trying
a
to rep
band.
the Oops, Sorry podcast. No, but I have had to go to the bathroom like extremely bad for the last 30 minutes.
Oh,
but I've been,
you
like-
could have gone.
No.
No.
Well, I did think I was like should I just get up and then I'll come back real fast? But
Just
I was
don't say anything and get up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just slowly.
or like when
Scared we're
somebody
gonna
says
talk
something,
about
just
you.
act like I was gonna get offended. Just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
Wow.
can't believe you said that.
Wow.
No, but
Yeah.
I do have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Well-
But this has been nice. I'm glad
Yeah.
you guys.
I hope you guys. Did we beat their record of 30 to 40 minutes?
I think so.
Right?
Right?
I don't know. It's probably very close. You probably did beat it. You guys are around. I think you guys are around 40 minutes. I think you guys are. I don't know so we have an hour and 21 minutes we've been recording for,
Wow.
and they were on for.
People are gonna love this.
I think so.
I think it's good. It's been
I hope
No,
you
I
find
agree.
something to use.
Oh, we will. We will.
Well,
I think this is the last episode I edited and I cut out not a ton, but there was a lot of time between people coming up to talk to us that we were talking about the stupidest shit.
Oh, the corgi's gonna get cut.
I don't think
The corgi content.
No,
maybe
we're
not
keeping
that.
the corgi
We'll keep
in.
that. I honestly this one I won't have to cut that much.
no, I don't think so either. Well,
Huh?
the last one we also were.
We've been real efficient today.
Well,
Yeah.
we weren't very good at like talking to people last time because we were
Yeah.
just like I don't know if we were nervous or if there was like a weird energy. So like we had 5 or 6 different pairs or groups of people come on, but none of them went longer than like 5 to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They all
So
had
it's just like-
agendas.
You were at the
and
public
plans.
market, though.
Yeah, at a certain
Yeah,
point
we're at the
we
market.
So people like had places to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and, people had it was very cool and people had interesting things to talk about and cool things to do. But I don't know, like I did notice, and this is what we were like. I was talking about before we came on. I was like, every time I asked somebody a question, they would have like a really interesting response or story, and instead of having a follow-up question, I would be like, "Yeah, man, that's crazy."
That's crazy.
And that's that's not what you're supposed to do in an interview, which I have learned since then.
Well, you
But-
did very well on your second podcast.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. No, well, you guys are great guests, so thanks
Yeah.
for coming on.
Thanks
Hopefully
for-
we'll
Thank you.
see you
having us.
guys.
Are you
yeah.
guys
Wherever.
going back up?
I'm gonna
yeah?
I'm gonna go back.
Well,
up 'cause I
I
we'll
gotta-
did
tell you-
close out my tab.
We might
so.
pack up, but if you want, we'll grab a beer up there.
You want to do that?
Yeah,
We got
sure.
a bunch
of
we
friends
have
here, too.
nowhere to
Yeah.
be. So.
Cool.
Other than
Alright.
here.
Yeah.
Wow, rad.
Awesome.
All right, well, we'll wrap it up here, but
What's,
do we need to do a closing thing? Do you wanna go?
Yeah, I think just thanks for tuning in to the Oops Sorry podcast.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Jake,
Oh yeah, that's Pat.
and this is Claire and Skylar,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys next time. You guys, we'll
I
see you guys around. I'm
hope.
assuming. We'll see you guys around. We'll be around all summer. You know, we'll see. I'm sure we'll run into you guys, which would be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if we could have a recurring
Sick
guest, we could be the
sequel.
first recurring
We'll be
guest.
like
That would be
Elena
awesome.
on Billy on the Street.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen
Oh,
Billy?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Elena.
That's right.
All
I'm
right, nice.
glad
That'd be
that
fantastic.
reference nailed. That was good.
Yes.
Too, yeah.
Okay,
All
cool.
right, all right, good stuff. Well,
All right,
we can cut it there. All
Yeah.
right, let's
Thanks,
take it
guys.
I
off.
hope it wasn't too long.
No, that was great.
No.
Oops. Oops. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry for sticking around.
Bye.